Adam Catzavelos is due back in the Randburg Magistrate's Court today. He's been charged with crimen injuria following a racist comment made on a beach while holidaying in Greece. But the trial was postponed to allow the Gauteng Director of Public Prosecutions to consider representations submitted by his lawyer. Let's get more on this story. Let's cross to Chriselda Lewis, who's been following this particular case, and she's now at the Randburg court. Chriselda, good morning to you. So let's talk about the what's happening today and also this lengthy delay process that's been underway.
Well, Leanne, you would know that there are two matters sitting here at the Randburg Magistrate's Court pertaining to Mr. Adam Catzavelos. The one case, of course, relates to the matter that was brought by the economic freedom fighters following that video going viral. That is the case pertaining to criminal injuria. That is the criminal matter. I understand from prosecutors that case will be postponed here at the Randburg Magistrate's Court today. And the other matter, you would recall, the Human Rights Commission had taken up this matter on its own, saying that Mr. Catzavelos is not allowed to make those comments that he made in Greece. We saw that video itself going viral. So in the one matter relating to the criminal case, that's likely to be postponed here today, and the Equality Court sitting here at the Randburg Magistrate's Court pertaining to the Human Rights Commission case. You'd remember that there was a proposed settlement that the Human Rights Commission had put on the table, that Mr. Catzavelos pay no more than 200,000 rand for his transgressions. That settlement was sent to his lawyers, and I know that the two parties had met. So we're likely to know in court this morning whether Mr. Adam Catzavelos accepts that 200,000 rand proposed settlement that was put on the table. And also recall, in the Equality Court matter sitting here at the Randburg Magistrate's Court, in the last court appearance, the presiding magistrate had to recuse himself from the matter. It subsequently emerged that the magistrate then had a very close relationship a little over a decade or 2 decades ago. He had worked for the lawyer who's representing Mr. Adam Catzavelos. So he had agreed to recuse himself. We're likely to hear who's that new magistrate who will sit or will preside over this matter relating to the Human Rights Commission. So those are the two aspects that are expected to be heard in this court today. But notwithstanding the fact that there's a third matter, you'd recall, the last time we spoke, Leanne, I had indicated that Mr. Catzavelos also finds himself in trouble with the Greek authorities. He's also to face charges relating to hate speech laws in that country. No date had been set about when he would go to Greece to answer to these charges at this stage. Perhaps we'd be able to give more details pertaining to that when we get to speak to his lawyers a little bit later on this morning. So two matters sitting here at the Randburg Magistrate's Court here this morning. The criminal matter, which is likely to be postponed, and the Equality Court sitting matter relating to the Human Rights Commission versus Mr. Adam Catzavelos. So we'll know who the new magistrate is and also get details on whether he accepts that 200,000 rand proposed settlement.
Anything, I know that it's not only here in South Africa that Adam Catzavelos is facing issues, he's also facing issues in Greece. Do you have any updates on that?
Well, what we do know, Leanne, is that there had been communication from Greek authorities with Mr. Adam Catzavelos' lawyers, but no date had yet been set about when he was due to go to that country to face charges relating to that country's hate speech law. So perhaps a little bit later on this morning, we'll get details about whether a date has been set pertaining to that. But we know that Greek authorities wanted him in that country to go and answer to these charges relating to hate speech laws. We did also get a document the last time from the lawyers who'd shown us that there was communication between Greek authorities and his lawyer. But in terms of a date that had been set, no clarity regarding that. Perhaps we'd be in a much better position a bit later on today to give clarity on that particular aspect, Leanne.
Interesting, Chriselda. Thanks very, very much for keeping us updated.